Right, so we're in the blacksmith's place in Cursed. And
Grace, do you want to put me in your inventory?
yeah, I'm sure she does, Mort. I'm gonna put you in my inventory soon. If you don't shut up. Right, we had a really random random quest where we got some strange axe from some demon. We never even bargained with the demon, but he said like, here's the axe, just like we agreed. And we were like, oh yeah, the axe, of course. So that was a bit weird. And it's a pretty nice axe. It's a +3 enchanted weapon. But it's only usable by fighters. So the question is, are we gonna keep this? Or not? Are we gonna sell it? Invokes friends. Okay, cool. It's a candy that invokes a spell. This small round bit of hard candy makes the devourer's breath so winter cool and frosty, minty fresh, that their charisma is increased considerably for a period of time. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we have lots of loot. But I'm not sure we're gonna use it. Black barbed wand. Yeah, we have lots of wands as well. It's pretty stupid. Only wizards or only mages can use wands. And as far as I know, both the Nameless One and Dakon can actually cast more powerful spells than the ones contained in that wand. And there is a considerable delay in using spells, so I don't know. Seems a bit iffy. Scroll of Mechanist Cannon, Scroll of Blade Storm, and we got some other really... Scroll of Abyssal Fury, which is a level 9 spell, so wow. Literally drags your opponent into hell. That's pretty nice, I guess. Yeah, I think if I don't remember incorrectly, that we are actually ready to leave this place. So let's go over to the bar.
I'm gone.
Because there was some secret passageway here we could use. Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Talk to this guy here. Tainted Bars. Now that you've killed that drunken fool, the gate can be unlocked. Are you ready to go? There's no coming back. The door will be locked, barred, and magically protected once you pass through. You want to do this? Yeah, maybe I'd like to rest, actually. Yeah, we're missing a lot of spells here. What happened to all our spells? Oh, I guess we lost those spells when we switched class or something. Because then we had to drop the earring. Oh, we have a level 7 spell available. That's nice. Let's get that. Blade Storm is a level 7 spell, right? Indeed.
It's in my spell book.
Awesome. So let's see, how far off are we to leveling up? 300,000 XP. Well, I do notice that we are gaining lots and lots of XP now. Got like 100,000 XP for doing some simple fetch quests, so... It's not impossible to level up. Yeah, party looking pretty good, pretty solid. Yeah, let's rest first and then... Grace, do you have all your spells? Yes. I'd like to rest in the inn first. Peasant's room.
You know, Fiendling, I see the way you look at the chief. Nothing to be ashamed of. Why'd you say something?
We just kissed, Mort.
I'll never tell him how I feel. Nor shall you prattle on to him about it. There's a mark of doom on him. I'll not sway him from his path. You hear me, Skull?
Serious.
All right. Calm down. Sheesh.
Yeah, don't sway me from my path. Oops. Blade Storm. 10 yards of effect per level radius also, wow. Yeah, we'll have to try that out. It seems like an awesome spell. So, actually, let's make a save here just in case we missed some stupid item or something. Lands of Lore, session 7 comes to mind. Yes, I'm ready now. Whoa, straight to combat, okay. Have to attack Grace first, because she's the weakest, right? Really brave.
Yes.
Fortunately, she regenerates, so I think it's okay. Don't have to do anything.
What's up? Sure, why not? Good as done.
Let's get some copper commons. Okay, so wow. Okay, it's gonna be one of those cursed underground. It's gonna be one of those days. We have to fight everything.
Damn.
I think, therefore I am. I think.
Maybe we should use some buffs. Nameless one, you can use power of 1. Lasts for hours. 14 strength, well, didn't exactly give us any wonderful effects, but Mort can get power 1. That's a lot better. +3 to hit and +6 Melee damage. Gives Mort a really nice hit chance. Do we have any other buffs that last forever?
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Scripture Steel, you know, I don't remember how long that lasts. "30 seconds, no. How about Fall from Graces? Spells 30 seconds. 5 seconds per level, so no. Okay, forget it. Let's just do this.
All right.
Don't like the Fall from Graces in the front. Every creature can go first.
Done. All right.
Okay. What's this stuff here?
Done. Done. All right.
It looks like a dungeon.
Done.
Whoop. Some trap. Vorsha. Okay. Oh, seriously. Maybe Grace should use some tech traps here. I never used this skill at all. It's pretty interesting.
Aye?
How do I use it? Just like that?
Might as well. Might as well. Why not? Might as well. Right. Why not?
The nameless one regenerates like 1 hit point every 2 seconds now. It's crazy. Okay. Just like loot. Wow. Lots of stuff. Anna is the new loot carrier, I think. Blood charms. Spring flask for Dakon.
Might as well. Might as well.
1000 copper commons. Scroll of remove curse. Ice knife. Hold on dead.
Might as well.
Dakon, you go
I
get
hear
that.
your path is mine. Spell has been added to my teachings.
Hold undead. That's useless. Nothing else, I guess. Let's go find that characters walking around. Vorsha. Right, you see a middle-aged man in shoddy clothes. He frowns at your approach and looks about warily. Greetings. His frown deepens as he examines you. Hello, what do you want? I have some questions. Like what? Well, who are you? He hesitates before answering. Name's Vorsha. He doesn't elaborate on his answer. What are you doing here? He stares at you blankly, then shrugs. I'm a trader. This is my storage area. Right, so we just plundered his stuff. What do you store here? He frowns. I don't see that's any concern of yours. I'm just curious. He shrugs. Well, he gestures vaguely. Ale, mead, and other goods. He looks somewhat nervous. What are you so nervous about? He begins to fidget. Nothing. Gives you a defiant look. Can we change the subject? No, I think you're up to something and I want to know what. Glares at you, then sighs. I'm bringing in the stuff. I'm bringing in the stuff in through alternate channels. The guards don't know. I see. You're a smuggler. He frowns. I'm a bootlegger. Sounds better than smuggler, don't you think? He gives you a crafty look. Say, how'd you like to help me out for a piece of the business? What kind of help? He thinks for a moment. There's a Gurleth near here. It's been trying to kill me. That makes it hard to get my stuff out. I need someone to take care of it. What's a Gurleth? Shrugs. It's just some dumb creature intent on eating everything it sees. Looks at you anxiously. Why don't you deal with it yourself? I'm not a warrior. It would kill me outright. He glances at your scars. Anyone who can survive, but you obviously have, should be able to deal with it. Right. Sure, we'll take care of it. Can you tell me about this place? He glances about. Nothing to tell, really. He shrugs. Look around for yourself. Anyone else noticed that the dialogue options have kind of decreased somewhat since we came to Cursed? Not a lot of talking. I have some more questions. I'm looking for a Deva. I've heard he's in Cursed. He frowns. A Deva. I've heard rumors. He pauses. What rumors? He shrugs and looks away. Some digging was going on down here to expand the prison. Word is they broke into an unknown chamber by accident. He turns back to you. Found something or someone there imprisoned. Go on. Some say it was a Deva that was found. Others say it was a Batizu, and others say it was a Tanari. He shrugs. Don't care myself. Whatever it is, I intend to stay away from it. Where is this chamber? I have no idea. Keep poking around down here, and you're likely to find it. Not that that would be a good thing, mind you. Okay, so some disgusting creatures here that we have to kill.
I'm
There's
gone.
a secret chamber somewhere.
I will hear your
Exactly.
path is mine.
Ready.
Come on. Why are you running off by yourself, by the way?
I'm listening. I'm here.
Nameless ones just standing about as well.
All right.
Damn it. Not practice, it seems.
Maximally efficient strike.
Great.
Good as done.
Silver ring. Blood charm. There's lots of these Trelons or
Done.
Trelons here.
All right.
This pile of rubble bars your return to the upper world. No matter how you claw at the pile, the detritus blocks your passage. Okay. So this is probably the way up to the junkyard.
I'm gone.
Grist. Okay. Set up. You see a tall, slender creature with long arms and an elongated head. Several fangs protrude from its oversized mouth and its fingers end in long claws. It gazes at you steadily as you approach. Hello. The creature leans forward and sniffs you, then reaches out with a clawed hand and pinches you. It licks its lips. You're a little tough, but maybe tasty nonetheless. Pinch him back. I have some questions. It gives you a toothy grin. Conversation before dining is fine. What do you want to know? Oh, this is the Gurleth. Who are you? It picks its nose and stares at you. Christ. It continues to stare at you and explore its nasal cavity. I love people who do that. What are you? It lifts one arm and scratches the armpit lazily. Gurleth. Farastu. What's a Gurleth? It belches and a noxious odor fills the air. It lazily points a finger at itself. I am a Gurleth. My station is Farastu. What other stations are there? It examines its claws leisurely and then shrugs. No need for you to know, since I'm the last Gurleth you'll ever see. What are you doing down here? It yawns and a wave of fetid breath washes over you. Looking for a Deva. Good eating. Suck the marrow from his bones. You want to eat Trias. It gives you a bored look. No, Deva. I don't care about any Trias. Trias is the name of the Deva. It shrugs and reaches around to scratch its backside. Trias, Shmias. Whatever you call it, it's lunch meat to me. Yeah, these conversations are really interesting. What can you tell me about Karsuri? It opens its mouth and begins to pick something from between its teeth with a claw. It slurs its speech as it answers you. Home. My home. Not yours. Yours not welcome in Karsuri. Well, right. There's a bootlegger down here who wants you dead. It gazes at you blankly, then nods. I know. I tried to eat him the other day. He got away. Tried to catch him, but he has his place trapped. It shrugs. I'm patient. One day he'll make a mistake. You're going to eat me? Its smile grows even larger. Hey, as soon as you finish with your damn fool questions. You can try, but you'll die from a bellyache as I got you. That's true, actually. It shrugs and raises its arms in resignation. I'll take that chance. Well, just kill it. Kill it with fire. Actually, just kill it. I mean... Maybe Grace shouldn't be in the thick of it. Yeah, that was really difficult.
Yeah.
Not charm.
I'm gone.
Awaiting order.
Nordum, can you shoot him? No, can't.
Done.
Okay, let's go back and get our reward. That difficult encounter.
I'm gone.
Okay, I thought this was... no. Here. Ooh, what a harrowing encounter.
Done.
You mentioned needing some help. What do I get if I take care of it for you? Business is good and I can't distribute everything by myself. We'll split the profits down the middle. I've already dealt with the girl that's dead, so are we partners now? You're lawful. I don't think we're gonna do any smuggling. He looks surprised but quickly recovers. He glances at you to see if you noticed. That's great. Good job. Said you'd make me your partner. I'm ready to collect. He nods. Yes, I did say that. He stares at you for a moment, then begins to fidget. You didn't think I could kill the girleth, did you? He stares at you a moment longer than sighs. No, I didn't. It seems you've exceeded my expectations. I was hoping the girleth would deal with you and save me the trouble. Now I guess I'll have to take care of you myself. Wow. He suddenly draws his weapons and attacks. Let's see, I'm betting he will last about 1.5 seconds. Let's see. Paused now, so let's see.
Playtime is over.
Actually, I think it lasted almost 3 seconds.
I'm gone. All right. I'm gone. Done. All right.
Right. So let's see.
Done.
Must be something else down here. A hermit. What's this?
I'm gone.
Let's talk to the hermit. You see a dirty man, hunched and crabbed with age and darkness. His lank, greasy hair flies from his shoulders as he spies you, and his eyes go wide with fear. His fingers begin twisting through arcane patterns. It's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. Ah, another visitor then. You'll all be wanting to scare the old hermit half to death, eh? These tunnels are no place for a casual spring walk, you know. What do you want from me? Actually, I don't even know. What's down here? This place? Full of monsters, criminals. I'm not one of them. On the other other folks mean a body harm. Still safer than the city above, though. At least down here you know where you stand. Up there? No, sir. What are you doing down here anyway? He sighs noisily, catches himself and looks around wildly for a moment. I came to Cursed because my god was exiled to Carceri. I've been moving closer to him all the time, but I'm not going into the prison plane after him. I'm trying to find a way to get him out, since he's a power of good. He shouldn't even be there, but that's how exile works, I guess. Have you seen a Deva around here, by any chance? Heard rumors about it, but this old hermit ain't seen it. I thought it might be underground, since this place locks up all good things, but I still can't find it. If I could, I'd ask if it heard about my god. He rattles off another sigh and looks down the hallway. Somehow it feels like it'd be off to the west there, but I still haven't found it. It must have a guardian. He winks at you. Thanks.
Done.
Good morning, Scientocraft.
Done. I'm gone.
We are exploring the cursed
gone.
underground. Gold ring.
Done.
Inventory is full. Dagon.
I shall serve. Your path is mine.
I'm gone.
You're in my path.
Your path is mine. I shall serve.
There we go.
I shall serve.
Gold ring. Okay, we can't identify it automatically. Scroll of Guardian Mantle. Where did I find this? Allows user to cast Guardian Mantle. Strange when you don't even know where you picked an item up. 50 seconds plus 5 seconds per level, that's pretty decent. This spell creates a magical blanket of energy that envelops the caster's body and deflects all physical attacks for 50 seconds plus 5 seconds per level of the caster. All attackers must make a successful saving throw versus spell at -4 penalty in order to break through. Otherwise, their attacks are thwarted by the mantle. Nice defensive spell. Let's copy that into our spellbook.
It's in my spell book.
And let's take that ring from Dagon and see if we can identify it. Ring of Fallen Stars. Invokes Meteor Storm Bombardment. Wow. The band of this ring is made of stone recovered from a fallen star. When used, this ring can call others of its kind to rain down upon the user's enemies. Meteor Storm Bombardment. That sounds pretty heavy. Okay, some kind of exit here. To the west, so probably we can find that hidden cave there, maybe.
All right.
Let's explore the rest of this place first, though.
I'm gone.
Must be some other passageway we haven't checked, because there's a creature over here.
I'm gone.
There we go.
Aye, what right?
Done.
Treacherous folly.
Are you hitting the drill and are you hitting each other? Sometimes I wonder.
All right. All right.
Okay, we came in there. Nice.
What? Okay. Okay.
Some loot.
Sure, why not?
Always a welcome addition
Okay.
to our collection.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Wow, the nameless one's healing. It's crazy. Whoa, what is this? Nuperibo. And they do look like they're hostile. Don't know what they're not doing anything though. Yeah. Quite a bunch of them actually. Maybe time to use that blade storm spell. Wow. Those guys don't look very friendly. This looks a bit dangerous. This requires more coffee. So if we
I'm gone.
go here and plunder this stuff,
I'm gone.
do they attack us? Gaudy ring, copper commons.
Might as well.
This is the ring of the traveler, I guess. Looks really
All right.
not really doing anything. How about
I'm gone. All right. Done.
we can't get to
Done.
them?
All
Can
right.
we? Yeah, we can. Hello? Weird.
Done.
Can't talk to them.
I'm gone.
Let's try it. Yeah, here comes the rest.
All right.
Let's get some distance to them. Don't seem to be very dangerous. Just creepy. No idea what they're doing here.
I'm gone.
Seem to be hitting us with their flappy, floppy bellies. A disgusting way to attack someone. Okay. Weird stuff going on here. Uh-oh. Red Abishai.
All right.
Seem to be able to talk to this guy. See a red Abishai. The creature is reptilian with a snake-like body, 4-clawed feet, leathery wings, and a draconian head. The scales covering its body are a dull shade of red. The creature stands upright on its hind legs, balancing with its prehensile tail. As you approach, its eyes narrow to slits and it begins to hiss. Yeah. The Abishai glares at you and hisses in some guttural tongue. You realize it is not speaking to you when you hear a response from somewhere behind the Abishai. After a moment, it cocks its head to the side and hisses at you. What want you? I have some questions. As always. The Abishai emits a series of hisses that are soon answered from the unknown source. No, you speak Tech Elach. gestures vaguely behind it. He agreed, talk you. I see, I'll go speak with this Tech Elach then. You feel a wave of heat begin to emanate from the Abishai as it leans in to talk to you. You show respect, you be careful, I watch, I kill you if you do wrong. It displays rows of razor-sharp teeth as it grins evilly at you. You understand? No, I'm stupid, why don't you explain it to me? Yeah, I understand. I have a feeling that I'm just gonna kill you all anyway. In the end.
A pleasure.
Yes, a pleasure.
I'm gone.
Okay. This dude. You told talk Tech Elach. Go. I don't like walking in here and then having all
What did
these
you wish?
disgusting things blocking my retreat. But okay.
All right.
Here we go. Tech Elach. See a vaguely humanoid creature covered with grotesque scales. It has huge wings and a prehensile tail. It watches your approach with amusement. It's never a good sign. Greetings. It barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Yes, greetings to you, little human. Some questions. By all means, ask your questions. It gives you a humorous smile. As a godsman, I happen to know we are working on a secret device in the foundry. Maybe you shouldn't talk about the secret device to the fiends. Can you tell me anything about that? Who are you? It ponders your question for a while. My name is not important. If there were a reason for you to know me, you would. It pauses. If you need to attach a name to me, you may call me Tech Elach. Creature smiles. What kind of name is that? What kind of name is the nameless one? The only one you'll get from me. Yes. These dialogue options are so useless. Ever since we came to Cursed, we've been doing like I don't know, empty dialogue. Talking but not really getting anything out of these guys. What can you tell me about the city of Cursed? It frowns and gives serious thought to your question. It is a forsaken place, a place of betrayal and chaos, a city balanced on the edge of disaster. Travel wisely within its border. Balanced on the edge of disaster. Sighs and looks away. This is a border town, little human. On one side are the outlands, on the other is the plain of Carceri. So long as the status quo in Cursed remains balanced, this will continue to be a border town. It pauses for effect. Go on. If things get out of hand in the city, it could slide into Carceri and become one with the plain. Impose too much order and it will cease to be a border town by sliding into the outlands. It shrugs. That is the way of such places. You're saying that the city could actually be displaced. It gives you a mock smile. Yes. If that were to happen, what could be done about it? It shrugs. Determine which way the city has slid and apply an opposing force. Too much order, instigate some chaos. Too little order, impose more law. It smiles at you. If you were persistent in your efforts, you could pull the city back to its border status, or slide it to the opposite side. You've been very helpful, which brings up another question. Why? It gives you a confused look. Why what? You Batisu are supposed to be the incarnations of evil, so why are you being so helpful? He barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Do not mistake my help as kindness, nor me as anything other than evil. I'm helping you because it serves my needs, nothing more. So how does helping me serve your needs? How indeed? It continues to smile at you. He has no idea. He just doesn't want to get killed. He knows that I'm gonna make like a scale carpet of him if he even looks at me the wrong way. I have other questions. As a godsman, I happen to know we are working on a secret device in the foundry. Can you tell me anything about that? You're a godsman? It looks at you with some respect. Because of your affiliation, I will answer your question. My superior commissioned the device. It is a weapon to be used in the blood war. Really? What is the blood war? Come on, we sat through a lecture on the blood war. It ponders your question for a while. At first you think it will not answer you. The blood war is a skirmish that we are having with the Tanari. It is of no consequence and need not be spoken of. Why is that? Yeah, because for no other reason than the dialogue writers had other stuff to do. He glares at you. Yeah, some other questions. What can you tell me about this place? What is there to tell? It gestures vaguely at the surroundings. Look with your own eyes, all is laid bare before you. I can't help but feel that there is more going on here than meets the eye. It looks at you with mock surprise. Really? Are you that paranoid or that suspicious? Either way, I've answered your questions. I will speak no more on this matter. Why? Once again, the dialogue writers. I see. Must be going. So, okay. So I don't need to kill all these creatures, I guess.
I'm gone. Done.
Ugh.
Done. I'm gone.
Well, you know, he was pretty helpful, so I'm not going to just randomly
Alright.
kill them. There's no reason.
Alright.
If I understand this section or this part of the game, I'm just gonna get like a quest to go back here and kill them in like 2 seconds, so let's do it then. Let's go to the other area here. Ah, great. Immediately attacked by trolls.
Error.
So what's this place? Prison? Really? Right.
Okay,
Get some loot.
okay.
Some random scrolls here. Let's give all the gold and stuff to Mort. He normally carries it. Yeah, gold ingot. We can retire in style at least when we're done doing this. Heart charm, not a blood charm. We have a very excessive amounts of Ring of the Travelers. Like 3 of them we don't need. Inventory management 101. Okay.
Done.
So we're in a prison apparently.
I'm gone.
Looks pretty gloomy. Oh, cursed guard. Okay. Don't like the fact that Grace ends up in the front line.
Man, been a lot of practice, it seems.
Sure, why not?
Scroll of Call Lightning. Heart charm. Thing is, Grace already has that spell. I guess we can sell
right.
it.
I'm gone. Done. Done.
You can't tell what exactly this machinery is, but it's most likely for mining or drilling into stone. Right. Let's try out the magic missile. Pretty effective. Grace, please get to the back of the line.
What do you want in that?
Balance in all things. Error. Error.
Wow, lots of guards. Grace's main job is actually to heal everyone afterwards. Morning, Starflu. We've managed to get into cursed prison, it seems.
Okay. Okay.
So just some regular dungeon grinding right now. Looking for that imprisoned angel.
Good as done. Sure, why not?
Let's see. bunch of scrolls. Let's see. Mort does not regenerate.
May my faith lend me strength. May my faith lend me strength.
I do think we found a healer in the last cave we were in, so maybe we can go back and heal if we need to. Dakon regenerates, so we don't have to worry about him. Whoop. Some mining machinery of some sort. Even more guards. Wow. Oh, we can move them in the party. Smart. That's the first time I noticed that. Awesome. That makes it a lot easier. 60 hours into the game and I noticed we can actually position our party members as we want. Great. Grace, you should actually be casting a spell.
Yes. How may I pleasure?
So are there any more of you up here? No.
I'm gone.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh, they have some random stuff on them, like
Good as done.
spells and charms. Whoops. I can't put it back yet. Nice.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Cockroach charm, that's very powerful actually. Cheese.
All right.
All of it is like mining machinery.
I'm gone. Done. I'm gone. I'm gone. Done.
This appears to be the head of a massive drilling device that embedded itself into the rock and snapped off its shaft.
Done.
So some problematic...
I'm gone.
Wow, 500 gold here. Scroll of greater embalming. Adder's tears. Interesting.
All right.
Let's check that scroll actually. Level 2 spell. This spell works only on the nameless one or any undead. Plus 2 hit points per level of the caster. Plus 2 armor class for 1 hour. Wow. That's pretty useful. Let's actually learn that spell.
It's in my spell book. Done.
We are wearing the right tattoo, right? No. I have like 1 hit point regeneration every 2 seconds with a nameless one, but I'm still not wearing the increased regeneration tattoo, so let's see now. Yeah, it's about every 2 seconds. Maybe even faster.
Done.
Locked.
This gate is held in place by massive locks and barbs. It looks like it would be impossible to open by any means you have at your disposal. Hmm. Okay. This brackish rust-colored water is ice cold.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe we need a key.
All right. Done. Done. Done.
One at a time.
Damn. Done.
How about letting Dakon fight, huh? It's another gate.
Good as done.
Scroll of blindness. With all the random loot we're getting, we can buy like our own plane.
What's the word, Chief? Sure, why not?
After this is done.
Good as done.
Wow,
Sure,
this
why
gate
not?
we can open, okay. Cool. Let's check up here first.
I'm gone.
Even more soldiers.
Maximally efficient strike.
A little out of practice, it seems.
Yeah, Grace took a pretty
I'm gone.
nasty hit there.
All right.
Okay. 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 Okay.
But she can regenerate, so it's okay.
I'm gone. Done.
Even more guards, yeah. The guards hit
Alright.
hard, but at least they
Endure.
can't defend.
In enduring, grow strong.
So, okay. Nordum, you can stay here.
I hear your will be done.
Done.
Yeah, you can hit the nameless one as much as you want. It's not a problem. Oops. trap.
All right.
Packet dropped. Reiterate grip by your command.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like the guards are paid 50 copper commons on salary day, and it was just their payday.
All right.
So that's what they're dropping. No, I don't think a lot of enemies can actually defend against like 5 completely unbalanced characters attacking them. I like Nordum because he can actually pot shot from the back as well, so he doesn't have to be in the thick of it. He can stand behind the others. Heart charm. Do we have any other heart charms? No. Yes. Mort. Mort has all the heart charms. Right.
All right. I'm gone.
Oh yeah, paused.
All right.
Locked.
Barbed door. No matter how you twist and tug at this gate, it remains sealed. Something tells you that you'll need a special key for this door. The dialogue option told me that. Right.
Done. All right.
This looks a little bit ominous. Maybe we should use a little bit of healing on Dakon so he doesn't die immediately. And who has all the healing stuff? Grace. Trias.
All right.
Yes, that does look like an angel.
Done.
Occasional gusts of hot, foul-smelling air issue from the mouth of this massive tube. A heavy iron grate blocks passage beyond the tube's lip.
All right.
Well, these runes hum with power. Mystical power, sorry. You see a being with skin of the purest ivory and hair of blinding white. His wings are charred, the feathers destroyed, yet he still radiates peace and love. He stands as if in meditation, taking no notice of your presence, holding his arms out to either side. Chains hold his forearms tightly, attached to the dais on which he stands. Though you do not recall having ever seen a Deva, you know in your hearts that that is what it is. I've been looking for you, Deva.
What is it you wish of me, mortal? Speak your mind, and leave me to my memories of paradise.
Yes. Before you can answer, the Deva's face tightens and changes to a frown.
Updated my journal.
The Deva turns its head and rests its gaze upon Mort. The stench of Barto lies thick about you, Skull. Mort shoots back. Well, you don't smell any better. When was the last time you bathed? Grace breathes. A Deva, yet those chains do not seem to bind him so much as smother his mind. Dakon. The chains do not hold him. Belief chains him. Deva, I had a question for you. You bring a Tanari, he hisses the word, to my presence? What, did the wings give it away? Well, yes, why not? I will not be baited by one who travels with fiends. Tanari, despite the suppleness of your form, you will not find me such an easy target as this mortal. Speak your mind and leave Trias to his imprisonment. It was not my intention to tempt you, Deva. I fear that your confinement has affected you adversely. You speak glibly, Tanari, as to all of your kind. Ask questions, mortal, and leave. Well, first of all, I'm not mortal. The Deva laughs in pure silver tones. As you wish, mortal. What do you require of me? Ravel the hag sent me to you. She said you had knowledge for me about my stolen mortality. Ravel the night hag. A stolen mortality. This all seems so familiar to me, yet I fear I cannot dredge up the knowledge while these chains confine me. Why not? These chains imprison more than my movements. Memories of much knowledge do I have, but the chains distort the memory. How can the chains be broken?
Updated my journal.
If I still possessed my instrument of my station, these chains could be sundered easily. My blade, celestial fire, is held by the shadows of this town, used to power their poor prison. If I only possessed it in my hand, such freedom would I again know. It is kept in this foul prison, in a locked and guarded chamber. The door is locked, but I know the combination. He speaks 3 arcane syllables that burn into your mind. Return and strike these chains with my blade, and my restored memory should enlighten both of us. Great.
You have another question.
I did. Who are you? I am Trias, the Condemned, once a general of the hosts of the upper plains, now languishing in a fetid bubble below the most wretched of gate towns. What is this place? This is the dungeon below the gate town of Cursed, portal to Carceri, the prison plane of the gods. This is the home of traitors, the bitter, the condemned, whether or not they deserve their condemnation. Fall from Grace breaks in suddenly. What are your views on the blood war, Lord Trias? His eyes flash lightning. The hosts have let their hearts falter, for they dare not confront the fiends directly. Where is their spirit, their love of purity? My lords direct the war from afar, manipulating the fiends into costly battles with one another, giving them weapons and filling their minds with the knowledge of how to hurt each other more effectively, so they might not look up and see our golden fields. Right. How can this be changed? Trias settles back, though his charred wings rustle slightly. There are ways to change even the minds of immortal generals, mortal. Some day they shall see of that I have no doubt. Man, need coffee. So, how did your wings get burnt? It was part of the grand betrayal. They seared my wings as they manacled me, that I might not flee them, even through the earth. It is the nature of this place that things of beauty are not tolerated. Aren't you modest? I see. Farewell. So one of the gates should be passable now, I guess. I think I'm just gonna
Done.
take a little break
I'm gone.
and make some more coffee now. It's a good place, I think. Then we're gonna continue and look for his blade, Celestial Fire. So I'm just gonna go full exploit here and let my party members stand about and regenerate while I
if
make
you don't like
coffee.
me staring, why do you wear that, you know, that vest?
It lets my skin breathe, you Egypt.
Well, sure takes my breath away.
Awesome. So let's just save in case we have some weird crash in the middle of everything. Right, so I'm just gonna go make some coffee and I'll be right back. So 4 or 5 minutes. Alright.
Done.
We are ready. So let's see which doorway leads
Done.
where. Guess we'll try the closest one here.
All right. Locked.
Speak the syllables Trias gave you. Yes, it seems like a good idea. As you intone the first syllable, the gate creaks and groans. The metal barbs twist and pull on the second, and on the third, the gate springs open. That's that then. Hello? What in the 9 hells are you doing down here? I was just wandering around. Wandering? In the prison, you come to aid and escape. He swings his weapon at you. Flee or fight. That's... Oh, what a genius who figured that out all by himself. Let's actually retreat a bit.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Take them out over here.
All right.
Stop attacking Grace. Actually, aren't you a man, like a human? I can give you a kiss. That worked. Let's do that again. That's pretty funny. Ah.
Good as done.
Pretty much falls down dead.
Very well.
Stop attacking Grace. How many times do I have to say it?
Damn it!
Damn it.
I, Nordum, by your command.
Right. Anna actually got beat up. That's unfortunate.
My face lend me strength.
Good as done.
Let's collect our 50
Good as
copper rewards.
Good as done. Okay.
Maybe it's like the fee that they
Sure,
have
why
to
not?
carry around in case they get killed for burial or something like that. Everyone has a standardized amount. in case you die on duty.
Done.
Okay.
Binion.
All right.
Okay.
Done. Damn. I'm gone.
Yeah, they're always beating up the ladies. I don't know what that's about.
Done.
Misogynists.
Huh? Sure, why not? Okay. Okay.
Done.
Right. These guys seem... yeah. Binion. You see a young man in tattered clothes. He has a bored expression on his face as he stares off into the distance. I guess he's seen a prison break 100 times. Greetings. Your greeting startles him and he jumps at the sound. He stares at you for a moment. Don't be sneaking up on me like that, Cutter. Damn near killed me with fright. You didn't notice our intense combat that we had like 2 feet away from you. Okay, I have some questions. Who are you? You don't need to know my name, just ask your questions and then leave me be. He gives you a defiant look. I hate people with attitudes, I usually beat it out of them. Fine. Questions. You know what? These guys are just there for show. Oh, even more guards.
Maximally efficient strike.
I'm gone.
See that?
I'm gone.
Wonder if this guy's gonna be equally surprised when we talk to him. Oh my god, stop sneaking. So stealthy. See an older man wearing shoddy clothes. He watches your approach with a bored expression, yeah. Greetings. He continues to gaze at you with a bored look, finally nods. Hello, Cutter. Why are you rattling your bone box at me? Why are you rattling your bone box at me? Well, I have some questions. He nods slowly as he looks away. Well, I'm in this dung hole for stealing what ain't rightfully mine, not for answering damn fool questions. He glares at you. Go away. Life here must be hard. It would be even harder for you as a cripple. Yeah, I like the Nameless One's attitude that is suddenly put on. No, my patience is pretty thin with these guys as well. They're not being very helpful. Pito. See a young man wearing dirty, unkempt clothes. He looks at you warily as you approach. Greetings. What do you want? He glances about nervously. I have some questions. What can you tell me about this place? Pike it, Burke, I've had enough of you. He snorts and looks himself up and down comically. Do I look like a tout? No, you look like someone with serious health problems. Wow, these guys are completely useless.
All right.
Why are they even in the game? Grace, seriously.
Error.
Damn.
Error.
All right. Done.
Roberta. Oh yeah, Roberta. Didn't we meet her before?
All right.
What? Okay.
Maybe just imagining things. Let's see, let's talk to her and see. You see, Roberta, when she notices you, a look of rage overcomes her. You maggot-infested dung heap, look what has become of me because of you. Her face is so red, you think she may burst. Oh yeah, because of me, I'm not the one who plotted the death of my spouse. Her eyes narrow to slits and she practically spits her word at you. You betrayed my trust. Carl gloated over your treachery before he sent me here, you spawn of a harlot. Speaking of harlots, did Kiri make it down here as well? She screams at you. Arr! You know the answer, lover of goats. You wish to torture me more with this play of innocence. Pretend I don't and tell me what happened to her. The treacherous wench, she set herself up as Carl's mistress and avoided prison. Smart girl. Well, I must be going now. She glares at you, her eyes dripping hatred. Yes, walk away, but know this, I will not be in this pit forever, and I will not forget you or the harlot. Yeah. You know what? I don't feel sorry for doing that. Maybe it actually worked out pretty well, because Kiri was having problems on the street anyway, so... And you're a spiteful bitch, so hey. Yilan, you see a young woman. Her face is dirty, her hair is unkempt, and her clothes seem to be made from the remains of many garments. She frowns at your approach. The frowning and the scowling going on in this game, seriously. She glances about warily and steps away from you. What do you want, Burke? Some questions. She stares at you for a moment, then relaxes a bit. That better be all you want from me. She eyes you suspiciously. All I want is some answers. Sure, why? She suddenly stops and stares at you intently. A look of recognition crosses her face. Wait a minute. Big, scarred Burke with a weird hairdo. You're the one who turned stag on Roberta. Yes. Roberta Parfidor, is she down here? Yes, she's here. She pauses and smiles. You should pay her a visit. It'll make her day. Yes, I'm sure it would. First I have some questions. What can you tell me about this place? She gazes at you for a moment and you see a tear begin to form in her eye. She quickly wipes it away and composes herself. What's there to say? It's a prison and life here is bad. I hear there's worse prisons, but you'll never convince me of it. Her voice begins to falter and drops to a whisper. If I had it all to do over again, yeah. Well, I must be going now. Really nice chatting with you. To Lana. You see a middle-aged woman wearing tattered clothes. She eyes you with open hostility as you approach. Pike it, Burke. Yeah, glaring, piking. Everybody's so nice.
All right.
I'm basically killing all the prison guards so they can just escape, but nobody's thankful. Everyone's just bored and hostile.
All right.
I'm here. Lend me strength.
hit him.
What's up, Chief? Good as done.
Yeah, they mad. You would think it was your fault they were here, yeah.
Good as done.
Well, some of them, sure, but I'm not gonna take responsibility for everyone here. Or maybe actually it's gonna turn out that it was my fault all along, like this game is constantly doing that to me. Fingerbone key. Okay, I thought it was a charm. That explains why it did not stack. Probably we're gonna find out that we put them all in prison, so wouldn't surprise me a bit.
I'm gone.
Right. Let's use some spells.
May my face lend me strength.
No, not spiritual hammer, seriously. Funny if I killed one of my party members with a misclick.
May my face lend me strength.
Okay, that's all the healing spells we have.
Done. All right.
We have to be more careful now, people. $18 damage immediately.
The clock sings true.
I'm gone.
What's the word, Chief? Okay.
The word is
Okay.
plunder, Mort. Plunder the corpses. The reason you're doing the plundering, Mort, is because
What's
you're a
up?
skull.
Good as done. Okay.
Just like a pirate. Pirate flag. Whoops. What the heck was that? What's going on here?
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
I don't
Done.
understand what's going on here.
I'm gone.
Something's happening here and I have no idea why. What's going on? Some yellow stuff is
Okay.
falling down from the roof there. It's nice, I guess. Talk to these nice citizens. See a rat-faced looking young man. He watches you carefully as you approach and seems to gauge your every move with a practiced eye. Greetings. He rubs his chin as he examines you, and you get the impression he's weighing you in the balance. Yes, greetings, Cutter. Welcome to our home. What do you want with Garrick? Questions? Who are you?
I'm gone.
See an older woman. She frowns at your approach and shakes her head. Frowning and scowling. It's keep your fancy greetings and tell me what you want. Why did they put these characters here?
Done.
To irritate me? Wow, here's something. Damage. Okay. apparently some kind of trap that didn't do damage except on the 100th time it activated. Interesting.
All right.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Wonder if they had like two character types that they could put automatically into the game.
I'm gone.
One was the frowning and one
I'm
was
gone.
the scowling type. I don't know, bracelet. It seems like it.
Huh?
Right. That bracelet looks very much like the bracelet that Dakon is using. Okay. Let's see. Identify. Spell. Dread Bond, yes. +1 to strength. Immune to panic. But who can use it? Fortunately, Fall from Grace is already wearing my intestines as a bracelet, so... Otherwise, I'm sure she'd be very enthusiastic about wearing a Dread Bond. Ah, an Isius. Nice, we can talk to him too. Remember me?
All right.
I got you sent here. Githyanki glares bitterly at you and says nothing. When you try to speak to him, he spits on the ground and turns from you. You know what? I'm very happy he didn't have anything to say to me.
All right.
Move it, Grace. Reminder note.
What?
What's this? Guard's laundry list. Reminder note. Elsin, for the love of whatever powers you hold dear, don't make the same mistake thrice. You're not trying to open the door to the inner sanctum, so do not step on the trigger plate. The first time you made that mistake, it cost you your foot. The second time, it was most of your leg. I shudder to think what atrocities you might inflict on yourself should you step on it a third time. Destroy this note when you've finally gotten this message through that blockade of stone you call a skull. Okay. Great. So there's a trigger plate somewhere.
All right.
Let's step on it. Okay, some trap.
Aye?
Use your detect trap skills that we never used before.
Why not? Why not? Right, right.
Not too effective, is it?
All right.
Okay.
Done.
Siava, yes. We got you sent here too, but you know what? I'm not even gonna talk to you. Seems pointless.
The clock seems true. The clock seems true.
Time is up.
Die.
Yes. What did you wish? Yes.
Done.
Okay.
Pirate
Good
skull.
as done.
Get the loot.
What's up, Chief? Sure, why not?
Logic is infallible. So they're like prison cells
Done.
It is
everywhere.
locked.
Door is locked. We better unlock it.
I've messed up. I've messed up.
Oh, come on.
I've messed up. I've messed up. I've messed up.
Urgh.
Your will be done.
Dagon, you can
I
bash
cannot force this.
I'm gone.
it.
Locked.
All right.
I've messed up. I've messed up. I've messed up. Might as well.
It's a nice touch though, being able to wander around and see all the baddies we put in jail. Yes. Yes, I like it. It's consequences for actions.
I shall serve. Locked. I cannot force this.
I'm not gonna use a spell just to open this door. See a young man dressed in shoddy clothes. He makes a rude gesture as you approach. Take a stick and pike it, Burke. Yeah, I will actually. Wow.
All right.
Well, I guess if, you know, came wandering into my prison, I would also be a bit hostile. Cassius. Nice.
Done.
You look just like those other meaty
All right.
creatures we killed.
All right. All right.
Let's have a little talk with you. If you say pike at Burke, yeah, I don't know what I'll do. You see a grossly corpulent man, really, with folds of fat oozing every which way. His eye slowly turns toward you, and when it lands on you, you are suddenly hit with a feeling of unspeakable danger. Yeah. I hold the true essence of the sword. What you see there is a shallow shell. The blade is in me. You must defeat me to reach it. Who are you? His deep voice rolls out from the layers of fat. My name is Cassius. I was the greatest weapon of a dead abyssal lord, and his heirs seek me yet. I am a dread secret in the heart of the chaotic plains, and I am the guard of this blade. You don't look that dangerous. I was once the most effective weapon in all the abyss, shaped to my master's will. I could take the form of any creature's doom. I've slain more foes of my dead lord than most have moments in their lives. My brother, my pale shadow, my Ezekiel, slays still in the depths of the abyss. Why did you leave? My master sank into the heart of the abyss while I was out slaying. When I returned from the assassination, he was gone and his heirs came baying to claim me. None of them could tame me, and so I left. This duty is pleasant. Those who come, I slay. It is not an onerous task. Could you slay me? He studies you carefully. After a moment, he announces, I could, though it would be a dear fight. Do you wish me to slay you? I'd like you to try. Tell me that you come for the blade and I shall destroy you. Okay, easy enough. I've come for the blade. His voice is cavernously deep. This sword powers the prison of Cursed. Its removal shall free all the prisoners condemned to be forgotten. Aww. I'm charged to prevent this from happening. Do you wish the blade? Yes, I wish the blade, but could you please just keep some of the prisoners locked up? Preferably the ones we put here. Yes, I want the blade. No. Should you desire... I misclicked. Should you desire the true essence of the blade, you must return to
Updated
me.
my journal.
Right. I want the blade. Then these are the rules. You must choose between 3 options: strength, wits, or speed. Should you fail at any of these, I shall destroy you. Well, with like 22 intelligence and 25 wisdom, let's choose wits. Then I shall ask you 3 riddles. Should you fail, I will destroy you and fashion pipes from your skull and play a song of torment on your spirit for eternity. Okay, so how about strength? Because I want to smack you in the face, actually. Then we shall struggle. Should you win, you may have the blade from my corpse. Yeah, that's what I want. Should you lose, I shall feast on your bones. That seems like the kind of struggle I want, actually, because I'm tired of you. Very well.
Updated my journal.
37 damage, nice.
Die.
21 damage. Maybe I need to get out of here, actually. Wow. He hits hard. Let's use some charms.
I'm hurt.
Wow, 35 damage. Seriously. Now, if you would please get out of the way. Let the rest of the party get on.
Maximally efficient strike.
I'm hurt.
Wow. He's not kidding around. Who has the healing aid? Dagon. Inventory full, huh? Finally.
All right.
Okay. Might have cost us less healing to actually just go and outwit him, but wow.
Okay.
The thing about playing pipes,
Good as done.
playing a Song of Torments on my skeleton or whatever he said, that was a bit irritating. Blood Charm and Celestial Fire. Let's see. Wow. Celestial Fire, 3 to 18 damage slashing, plus 2 enchanted, plus 2 to armor class, plus 10 fire damage. Jeez. Only useful by lawful good characters. Whew. That's a nice weapon. It's the only object that Trias has left to remind him of the upper planes. This heavy blade is warm to the touch, and flames have been carved across the surface of the blade. The intricacy of the carvings is breathtaking. They're done with such skill that the sword seems to be burning with metallic flames. Someone must have spent several centuries rendering them. The metal of the blade is unfamiliar. It is heavy, but it shines like silver. The sword looks several millennia old. A faint hum can be felt within it, and the vibration becomes stronger when it touches human flesh. Not surprisingly, celestial fire can be wielded only by those with sufficient strength and purity of heart. When used in combat, celestial fire bursts into a holy radiance that burns any evil creature it strikes in combat. I want this sword. I can't use it. Oh. I'm not lawful good anymore. Lawful good. Maybe I can't use swords. Simple as that. Maybe if I switch to fighter I could use it. But I'm not gonna do that.
What's the okay?
Rusty dagger.
I'm gone. All right. Done.
So what was this all about? Mort, you go investigate.
Sure, why not? Good as done. Good as done. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Oh, great.
All right.
Whoops, seems to be like some mass combat going on here. Everyone's hostile though. You know what? I'm gonna try out something interesting. Let's use a blade storm. Just for fun. Oh, we can't because we're stuck behind the door. That was pretty nice.
Awaiting order by your command.
Wow,
What's up?
I like that spell. So, collect the loot. Try to forget what we just did.
Sure, why not? Okay.
Try to forget.
Okay.
So pretty effective, I would say.
Your path is mine.
Done.
Okay, cursed citizen. Hello.
I'm gone.
Oh yeah, acid trap. Now it works. Interesting. The rest of them seem to run away, so...
All right. All right.
Ah, great. Isius and the others are just running away. So what to do this time? Maybe chain lightning storm. Pretty effective. Confusion.
All right.
Okay. These guys who were so nice to me before.
All right.
He's walking slowly up to me. Roberta. Yeah, I don't know. If you're not gonna attack
Sure,
me, I'm
why
not
not?
gonna attack you. If you attack me, then... that's another matter.
Sure, why not? Okay. Good as done. What? Good as done. Okay.
Say the
Sure, why
nameless
not?
one has reached a level where you just don't want to mess with them, I think.
Sure, why not?
Blade Storm was just pretty
All right.
obnoxious, actually, as a spell.
Done.
Wow, all the stuff. Bandage. Right.
Done.
They're running from us now, and I understand them. So wait a second, where was...
I'm gone.
Locked.
Uh-huh.
All right.
We have to go back to Trias, I guess.
Hey, Nordum. Knock, knock.
Why do you persist in addressing me as a door?
It's a joke, you stupid polygon. You're supposed to answer who's there.
I know who is there. It is you. Why would I ask a question when I know the answer?
You know what? I just forget it.
In the middle of a jailbreak. That's the kind of people I travel with.
Done. I'm gone.
Right. So let me just save this in case we get some cutscene or something that crashes us. Let me actually heal up Mort a bit in case we get some combat. Should do.
All right.
You have another question.
Is this your sword? It was in the middle of the prison. It looks shocked for a moment. Celestial fire, you have recovered my blade. Will you free me? Strike a blow against the chain. Strike the Deva, strike a blow against the chain. Yeah, I guess I'll free you. Chains sunder easily under the blade, and the sound of a thunderclap resonates between your ears. Everything goes black for a moment, and you feel the blade vanish from between your fingers.
Experience has increased my skills.
Wait! Not the blade!
I thank you for freeing me. I owe you much. What would you ask of me, mortal? I'm afraid I can offer little in the way of boons.
I have many questions for you. Do you seek power over the minds of your fellow mortals? Do you hope for wishes to be granted? Do you want wealth? Do you seek more souls to torment? I seek knowledge, not power or wealth. Then speak of your desire. My immortality has been stolen from me. I wish to reclaim it.
Updated my journal.
You speak foolishness. Yet, there is one who might be able to help you with what you seek. It is a fiend named Fuel Forked Tongue. He shall aid you. The Deva's lips quirk in a small smile. He is under an obligation to do charity. How do I reach him?
Updated my journal.
There lies a portal to the north of this prison. Its key is a broken chain link. He looks meaningfully at the shattered links around his feet, stoops and presses one into your hand. An appropriate key for one who seeks to leave cursed. Thanks. Farewell, mortal. I have business to attend to. He looks meaningfully at the ceiling of his prison and leaps into the earth above him like a diver into an ocean. Well, I'm a little bit sad to lose that item, but on the other hand, it didn't seem like we could use it unless it's a fighter, so... Who leveled up? Grace. Alright. 2 hit points, 5 lore. Increased spell memorization. Prayer, speak with damned, call lightning, remove curse. Ooh, level 6 spell. Heal. Restores all hit points per target creature and removes all blindness and disease conditions on a character. Nice. So, can we rest here? Or do we have to go back to the other place? It's too dangerous to rest here, yeah.
Done. All right. I'm gone.
Then we are going to go back to Cursed Underground.
I'm gone.
Let's see, the Hermit. Have a little rest first. Unless he has disappeared.
I'm gone.
There he is. Camouflaged. I need a place to rest. You do, huh? Alright then. I've got a place over there you can bed down. I'll let you know if any monsters come wandering. Hope you do.
Hey, Nordum. Calculate the easiest way for me to snuggle with Anna's pillows, okay?
Anna, Mort wants to snuggle with your pillows.
Shut up, shut up!
Why don't you go rut with an Eoskin hound?
Right. I think Mort's chances of snuggling with Anna's pillows just went down considerably. Wow, all the loot. So I think we're in pretty good shape, so
Done.
let's go back.
Done.
Nice. So let's open
Locked.
this. As you approach the door, the links of chain tries pressed into your hands begins to heat. There is a telltale flickering around the edges of the barbed gate. A portal waits here. Yeah, activate the portal. Okay.
All right. All right.
Outlands. Whoops. Gronk. That's a very fitting name for
How may I help?
some random character creature. Wow. How much XP was that? Was it 20,000 or 2,000? 2,000. 2,000. Not too powerful then.
Practice, it seems.
Well. So, Outlands. Is Gronk sloop Gronk? Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Name that fits the description, or a description that fits the name, or Grillig. Right. Let's see. Serenades up.
Die.
Difficult to hit, seems. Not hurting us on the other hand. On the other hand, Mort is not actually in the battle, is he?
Maximally efficient strike.
Knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Alright. Dakon levels up. Improved saving throws. 1 hit point, increased spell memorization. Okay. Leveled up as a mage, so. Another improved strength. Doesn't have a level 6 spell
Done.
yet.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Done. Done.
Okay. Gronks. Should probably cast some party buffs. Oh, don't hit Nord. Come on. Yeah, let's cast some buffs. Power 1, Mort. Good. And another power 1 on 12 strength. Awesome.
All right. Done.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes. Yeah.
All right. I'm gone.
Okay. It's a combination. Not too bad.
Error. See that?
Die.
Not practice, it seems.
I'm gone. Done.
Nice.
Done.
Looks like someone has been doing something to this skeleton. That's a house.
Done.
House of Fuel. Ah,
I'm gone.
I think that was the demon we were looking for actually.
Thrice cursed
Done.
bottle.
Interesting.
I'm gone.
Fuel forked
Done.
tongue. He's got this.
Still, else a chamber pot you'll be. Ha!
Seems he's got his, you know, nice little storage here, worms and stuff. And
All right.
Thrice
Done.
cursed bottle.
let's talk to him.
Tanari in my home? Of all the indignities, why don't you invite your whole filthy species in?
You see a broken winged fiend with one tattered wing covered in scars. His voice is clenched, angry and despairing, issuing from behind gritting teeth. Fa! The fetid stench of Tanari. I can smell it for leagues. Show some respect for my home. Can't you find some fumes or acidic vapors to try and drown your scent? Fa! I'll never get that Tanaric stench out of the place. It'll draw Batisu from all over the plains. Mort. I like the way she smells. It's pretty. Oh, and it's not just any Tanari, but a Tanari whore who's just walked into my home. Things can't get any worse. Come in, please. My home is your home. He waves his hand in the air in despair. Why don't you invite all the rest of your abyssal harpies, yes, into my home to torment me? Yeah. I extend my greetings to you, Advocate Infernus Forked Tongue. Grace nods with a slight bow. I will take your suggestion under consideration. Have you come to kill me? Torment me? If so, know that I still have much power at my disposal. I've not come to kill you. I won't vouch for the tormenting part. Fa! Only if you would. Then you could put an end to this shell of an existence. What makes this existence so bad? He rolls his eyes. Had you seen the glories of Bator, walked through its darkened palaces and visited the screaming steel cities hidden beneath the noisome smokes, you would not ask. Fa. Alright. You have some questions for me? Answers for me? How can morons speak so much? He waves his hand. Speak. Fa. Tell me of Trias. Fa. Years of service as an advocate in Furnace. Painstaking detail and organization. I never questioned my superiors. I did all that was asked of me. I punished those below me with the cruelest and most inventive punishments when they failed. Then, one slip, and it all comes crashing down, all due to chance, chaos, randomness, and the lesser races wonder why the Batiso wished the multiverse to be an orderly construct. He pauses, hissing in anger. The Deva lied. It lied. Trias the betrayer tricked me into signing a contract, and I, blinded by the possibility of capturing him, walked straight into his trap. If he dies, the contract is over, but I have not been able to find him, and if I did, how would I harm him? What am I to do? Even these treacherous thoughts make my mind burn in pain. I was so sure I had that paragon of self-righteousness. That short-sighted greed cost me the rest of my centuries of glorious conniving and entombed me in this sinkhole of goodwill. Blah.
Updated my journal.
And now I'm cursed to do good deeds, to aid those in need of aid. Pah. An eternity of curses on Trias, a pox on his blessed aid. May all the dung heaps of Maladomini rain down upon his head. He rants for a few more moments and then turns his attention back to you and speaks through gritted teeth. My contract with the Deva now bids me ask what I can do for you. Have you come to torment me? Kill me? I come seeking only knowledge. Oh, wonderful. Tell me of yourself. I used to be one of the finest advocates and furnace in Bator, and then I suffered a setback. An overturning, a reversal of my good fortunes. Such things make me hate chance and the chaos of the multiverse all the more. What happened to you? Fa! I've said all I intend to say on the matter of the betrayer. He it was who condemned me to this life, and he whose guts I will see stringing the gates of dawn like a celestial harp. No harm to the Deva. Curses. How did your wings get that way? Oh yes, aren't they beautiful? Pah. They were the first things to be stripped from me before my exile. Before I was forced to flee the burning halls of my people. The wings were taken as trophies by the lowly Abishai for banners in the blood war. My horns were snapped from my skull, and one was hollowed out as a drinking horn for my Lord Bel, who cursed be his name across the plains. Why did that happen? Right. The betrayer, I see. Where is this place? A blasted crater in the outlands that reflect the emptiness and hollowness of my life. I need little. Marrow from the creature supplies me with food, and the peculiar energies of the place prevent scrying fools from finding me, though idiots apparently can still find their way here. What is this creature? This is the skeleton of Ulgoris, the father of the Goristro. They're living, bear-like siege towers, juggernauts of chaos, huge, practically unstoppable, highly resistant to magic, and Ulgoris' bones in the center of the crater where he fell to his death radiate much enchantment that prevents magic to spy me, keeping this pitiful frame alive for a few more desperate years. Got it. I was told you would know of my mortality. It has been stolen from me. He scrutinizes you closely for the first time. Memories run like hollow canyons through my mind, almost human. Many creatures have I met in an immortal's time, though I do not believe you were among them. Go on. Forked tongue shrugs. You all look alike to me, and I think I would have remembered the scarred flesh of your body. It is much like the breathing paintings that bedeck Bel's gallery of skins in Bator, except with less grace and more passion in the scar strokes. Let's ignore the scars and start talking about my mortality again. Go on. The violence is great, nearing acceptable levels, but the scars are applied with almost Tanaric crudity, without any care for maximizing the pain of the recipient. A Batisu artist would be much more devoted to following the paths of pain across the body. Some of these wounds look to be clean kills, others look as if a blind butcher were carving up human steaks. Pfah, human art makes me ill sometimes. Such potential wasted. Grey sounds bemused. Is Advocate Infernus Forktongue implying that we Tanari are crude people? Pfah, to say that Tanari are crude is to insult crudity. Any lesser race that revels in chaos allows itself to be pulled and drowned in its stagnant tides and call it evil are not a race at all, they are beasts. Surely you simply object to the implementation of evil rather than the degree. Many among the Tanari would claim that the closer one is to the primal nature of evil, the more true they are to the ideal. Pfah, and double pfah. The Tanari beasts want to strip law and order from the face of evil. Inexcusable, intolerable. I cannot. From a Batisu point of view, it may indeed seem intolerable. However, Advocate, many Tanari philosophers would argue that the Batisu are no less excused for excising passion from violence, excising passion from the very essence of evil. The Batisu would replace rage with cold, methodical cruelty, and thus the old debate continues: which is the greater evil? Efficient evil or passionate evil? Pfah. You say that's simply because you are what you are. He wags his eyebrows at her. He waves his hand dismissively. At least I'm still allowed to be cynical. Great, let's get back to discussing my mortality instead of my scars. Very well, very well. He scratches his head. If I recall correctly, and there is so much I do not, thanks to that accursed Deva, I've heard of a case such as yours. It makes you immortal, does it not? Yes. If so, then death itself is no longer sacred. Pfah, in my day, mortals remained so and knew their place. Now everybody and their mother has the disease of eternal boredom. We should have a gathering and invite everyone across the plains and offer them immortal contracts. It would save all of us hard-working Batisu a great deal of effort. Pfah. You know that if everyone was immortal, this entire petitioner system would be up the famed fecal creek. Pfah. Immortality is not a trinket to be given to unruly children such as you. Be that as it may, but tell me what you know of my mortality. Pfah. As I was saying, I recall hearing somewhere about a place called the Fortress of Regrets. He thinks for a moment. Yes, that's it. What do you know of the place? Smiles widely. I'm pleased to inform you that I do not know, not at all. I cannot help you to get there, and that chills my heart in such a delightful way. No, I cannot help you. Oh, how I long to say those words. How sweet they. Do you know someone who does? Wow. Yeah? Enough of your cross-examinations. Yes, I know somebody who might know. On Bator lies a pillar of betrayers, liars and sages. Despite their nature, their knowledge is considerable. They might know where you can find this Fortress of Regrets. Awesome, we're going to hell. How do I get to Bator?
Updated my journal.
Mort. Hold on, Chief. Bator is bad news. This fiend is probably holding out on us. And even if there is a Pillar of Skulls, we can probably find somebody else who knows how to reach this fortress without going to one of the most dangerous planes in the multiverse. Are you holding out, Forktongue? Fuh. Have I not told you of the nature of this cursed contract? I cannot withhold this information. The pillar is your only hope. Mort, why don't you want to go there? I wonder why Mort doesn't want to go to the Pillar of Skulls. It's a dangerous place, Chief. I'd rather not go. I've been, and it isn't pretty, alright? We'll talk about this more later. Frogdang, I have some questions. What are you doing? I was simply living my life in pain-numbing and tragic solitude until you appeared without invitation into this crater of my life. The crater, such a metaphor for my life, for my existence, a pale shadow of the dwelling I used to possess. Ah. Yeah. Oh good, self-absorbed ranting, farewell. Oh. I'm in need of aid. He emits a strangled croak. I have some few, very few items that I've accumulated over the years. They are precious to me, but if you need them... I sure do. Let's see what you've got. He snarls. I entertain no thoughts of strangling you and leaving your corpse for the Trellons. Examine the cruel-looking axe. What's this? Fa, that is hatred's gift. A fine weapon for one such as yourself. He chuckles to himself. I don't think you'll want it. There is a curse laid on it. Perhaps you'll reconsider. I'll take it anyway. Yeah, sure. Pfft, of course you will. Is there anything else you require from your humble servant? Examine the knotted string. What's this? That old thing? Pfft. That is the Gordian knot. Cut it and you become twice the leader you are already. And of course it comes with its own price. One I'm thankfully powerless to stop. Well, I'll take it anyway.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Examine the green lozenge. What's this? An adder's tear, that is. Put it in your mouth and you shall kiss like an adder. Great, adder's kiss.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Green steel knife. A memento from my time in Bator, a knife carved from Batorian green steel, one of the strongest materials I've ever known. Pfft, take my history and be done. I will take it, I'm not sure I'm done though.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Oh, sad demon. Examine the green-hued dagger. What's this?
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Examine the squirming bugs. Those? They are Khazigs, parasites that will lodge in your brain and devour your mental energy with no appreciable benefit. Pfft, cursed contract. They boost your mental power, something you surely could use. Take them, take them. I will.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Examine the squirming bugs. Do you happen to have any spells? Bah, you will strip me of all my possessions. You want spells? Fah. This is what I have, bloodsucker. Rattles off a list of spells. Acid Storm sounds dangerous. Give it to me. Globe of Invulnerability sounds useful. Wow. There's lots of stuff here. Stygian Ice Storm? That sounds too dangerous for you to have around. I'd best take it from you. Yeah, I feel sorry for him, but
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
His hand disappears as he reaches into a strange space, not space. He pulls out a scroll that feels strangely like supple human skin and thrusts it at you. Pfft, take it and be done. Take it. Yes, thanks. What else do you have? Stygian Ice Storm? I like that. Didn't we take that one already? Blade Storm, impressive name.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Give me another Blade Storm. Acid Storm sounds dangerous.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Chain Lightning Storm?
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Seriously, we can do this. Nice. Globe of Invulnerability sounds useful.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
How about nice Remove Curse? He grimaces toothily. Deep and profound joy it is to tell you that you have plundered all of my copies of that particular spell. Right. Stygian Ice Storm. That's too bad.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to
did
drop
have
it.
2 globes of invulnerability.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it. I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Let's just take...
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Blade Storm you didn't have, right? That was an empty list you just spoke. Forked Tongue snarls at you. You have ruined, destroyed, eviscerated one of the most unique spell libraries in the multiverse. For all the good it will do you, I have no more spells to give you. Aww. Let's answer some questions instead. Oh, wonderful. Tell me of this pillar and how to reach it again. You feel sorry for him. Funny, your giggling suggests otherwise. Yes, it does, doesn't it? I don't know what it is about plundering his stuff, but it was mightily amusing. Tell me how to get there. There is a portal outside my home. It lies in the hand of this giant creature. Go through the arch formed by the left arm of the creature and you will be taken to the Pillar of Skulls. The portal will be active for you now. And how do I return?
Updated my journal.
Yeah, return. Why I hadn't thought of that. To return from Vator you need knowledge and a piece of jagged obsidian to cut your tongue. That knowledge you will gain from the pillar, but there is no reason for you to return here, and no desire on my part to see you again. That's true. Tell me more about the pillar. Tell me what it is. What it is a massive pile of heads. The spirits of those dead who got there by telling lies that led to the deaths of others. It's a collection of sages and cheats, all rolled together, with some of the most extensive knowledge of the planes. Ah, great, and they're liars, so... yeah.
Looks like my skills have increased.
Balance in all things.
Wow.
Done.
We are leveling up. We got...
Stop staring at my tail, you skull!
Cursed foot rash.
Probably have one of the largest collections of scrolls on the ground here. Let's see. Anna, you can pick up the other stuff here. Adder's Tear, Green Steel Knife, Green Steel Dagger, Kaseg Cerebral Parasite. Then a giant collection of scrolls. Wow. Scroll of Blade Storm. Dakon, you can copy this, right?
Spell has been added to my teachings.
We don't have space for anything. Oops. Bizarre Blood Red Axe. Hatred's Gift. Cursed. Berserk when used. 3 to 13 slashing damage plus 1 enchanted. Not usable by good characters. When entering combat, the skulls along the shaft come alive, chittering their teeth, and the teeth, remnants of fiendish victims absorbed into the axe blade, extend outwards, biting and tearing into opponents with each strike. Not sure we're gonna find that so useful, but hey, we could take it. That's the point.
Still, else a chamber pot you'll be. Ha!
So, Chain Lightning Storm.
Spell has been added to my teachings.
Globe of Invulnerability. This spell creates an immobile sphere of magic that prevents any 1st to 4th level spell effects from penetrating. Spells of 5th level or higher are not affected by the globe. But unlike anti-magic shell, any type of spell can be cast out of the sphere. Globe lasts 5 seconds per level of the caster. That's pretty nice.
Spell has been added to my teachings.
Stygian Ice Storm.
It's in my spell book.
Acid Storm. Let's see what that does. 30 seconds duration. 20-foot radius up to 20 feet high. This spell creates a massive storm that rains deadly acid to all enemies in a 20-foot radius. Area that inflicts 1 to 6 points of damage for every 5 seconds per level of the caster. 5 seconds? That's forever. It's actually not that useful. Let's
It's in my spell book.
Stygian Ice Storm. Kasig Cerebral Parasite. +3 to Intelligence. +1 to Wisdom. To use the Kasig, the user simply attaches it to his bare skin. The Kasig then excretes a mucus-like resin that acts as a means of communication between the victim and itself. Once attached, the Kaseg's lifespan drops to only a few hours, okay. Green Steel Dagger. It's just a regular dagger. I'll just leave them there on the floor for him.
It is I.
I'll be pleased to get them back, I'm sure.
Thrice cursed bottle!
Maybe not. Cool. Oh yeah, we leveled up, right? Nameless one only needs 60,000 XP to level up. Dakon leveled up as a fight right? No, he didn't. Mort leveled up. +1 fist proficiency, 3 hit points. To hit armor class 0 is now 4. 3 attacks per round, nice. Mort is getting pretty powerful as well. Nordum leveled up. 3 hit points gained, improved fighting skills. To hit armor class 0 is now 1. Awesome. No one else leveled up.
I must confess that Nordum is perhaps the cutest little rogue Modron I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
Done.
You want to kiss with tongues? Okay, let's take a rest here.
Even more of a stench.
I need a place to rest. What? I must endure your presence even longer? Will this torment never cease? Fine then, fine. Spread out across the floor, raid my larder, knock over my experiments. I'll just be over here, fuming. He storms off. Thanks.
Thrice cursed foot rash.
Okay, that was the resting.
Cursed bottle.
No. Rest. Are you sure you want to rest? Yes, I'll rest. Actually, I'll just go take a very short break, so I'll be back after resting is done. So I'll be back in a minute.
Trace, I'm scared.
Cursed bottle.
Hold me.
I'm scared, hold me.
You may be scared, Mort, but I would be afraid too if I were to hold you.
No. So, I guess we have what we need, right? And more. We have lots of stuff we don't need. Stygian Ice Storm. It's also a level 7 spell. 50 square foot area. Few know the true terror of Bator, let alone the gruesome 5th lair. This devastating spell summons the harshest cold and bitter ice of the 5th lair of Bator, Stygia, to annihilate all enemies within range. As the river Styx flows through the Stygian ice, so it does in this spell as well. Perhaps if the victims are strong enough to survive this devastation, they may live to tell others about the true terror. But the river Styx has a tendency to make people forget. Ice from Stygia is summoned to crush all creatures within sight for 8 to 64 points of ice damage, with no saving throw. Wow. Finally, all creatures must save versus spell or suffer confusion for 5 to 30 seconds due to the immediate contact with the frozen forgetful waters of the river Styx. That is pretty nice. Next
I'm gone.
chance we get, we're gonna try that.
All right.
Actually, we're gonna.
Distill, else a chamber pot you'll be. Ha!
Done.
We're gonna give that a shot next time we rest. We're gonna learn that spell. So let's explore the rest of these
All right.
outlands. Then I guess we're going to hell.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you better run.
I'm gone. All right.
Have anything interesting to use?
Done. I'm gone.
Right.
Done.
So nothing else. So the portal is in his hand, his creature's hand. Oh, here we go. Gronk. Seriously?
Die. Done. Done.
Okay, not that hand, I guess.
I'm gone.
Portal detected.
Ah, there we go. So we're going to hell. Everybody brace yourselves, I guess. So let's go. Nice. Bator.
I'm gone.
That's a bunch of Abishai. They
I'm
were pretty
listening.
tough, I remember.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Now that you mention it, Dakon, how about growing really strong, using some extra strength?
Your skies.
Wow, you do quite a bit of damage too.
All right.
Well, not too bad.
Sure, why not?
Pirate Skull, pick up the loot.
Good as done. What's the word, Chief?
Loot is the
All
word.
right.
Actually, Dakon regenerates, so let's just heal him a bit. Wow. Even more of you.
Nothing's worth this. Please, let's get out of here, okay? What's up? Good as done.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Right, so seems to be a really cozy place they got here. Red Abishai. So it seems like Gray's attack is actually not doing any damage, probably because it's not enchanted or not enchanted. Some creatures have immunity to like +1 weapons as well.
I'm gone.
That's worrisome.
Done. Done. All right.
Seems like there's just a bunch of these creatures everywhere.
I think, therefore I am.
Did you see that?
I'm gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, what is this? Green Abishai.
I'm gone.
Damsel in distress. Are we supposed to believe this? Oh, that didn't work out. Lure.
I'll wait. Processing.
Okay, these guys were not very good. Oops, Nordum.
Processing. Affirmative.
Nordum can handle this by himself. So damsel in distress.
Sure, why not? Huh? Good as done. Good as done.
Guess that didn't work out for her, or that was a trap, maybe. I don't know.
Done.
Hey. Who threw that?
I'm gone. All right. I'm gone.
Grace's attacks are pretty useless because she can't injure or can't hurt any of the creatures here.
Good as done.
But she can heal us, I guess. So.
I'm gone. Done. I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm gone. Done.
See if we can blast him down now. Almost. Yeah.
I'm gone.
seems to lead out of this area, so let's see if we missed
Done.
anything. Probably not. Probably just more enemies.
I'm gone.
Might be something.
Done.
Oh, great.
All right.
Great. Seriously.
What? Good is done.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Done.
I guess we really do sneak up on
Sure, why not?
people.
Good is done.
I thought we were just running straight at them, but they didn't seem to understand that. Here we go.
Seems true.
I'm gone. Done. Done.
Sure, why not?
We're gonna be so rich when we come back to Sigil.
I'm gone. All right. All right. All right.
That's the point of the game. Point of life. Most stuff when you die wins.
I'm gone.
Right? So what's this place? Sounds like Pillar of Skulls.
I'm gone.
Ah, nice.
All right.
Great. If we get back out, come on. Don't be like that now. The sight of this thing, this horrible, towering, pulsating thing, fills you with nausea, unfounded loathing, and a faint sense of familiarity. The innumerable rotting heads which make up the vast pile seem to constantly shift and throb, ultimately bickering, weeping, conversing, shouting, and whispering to one another. Heads constantly bubble to the surface of the stack from somewhere within its foul core, while others sink back into the grisly pillar. Yeah, I guess get the pillar's attention. As you make to step closer to the pillar, Mort hisses to you. Psst, Chief, listen, I can't let that thing see me. You've got to get me out of here. Drop me off somewhere, pick me up later or something. Fine. We'll leave them.
All right. I'm gone.
Okay, that might make sense. So let's do a little save here and let's leave. Guess we can leave Mort over here.
All right. Done.
I'm gonna leave you here, Mort. Yeah.
Alright. Listen, are you sure you don't need me, Chief?
Not right now, Mort. You asked to be left.
All right.
Get the pillar's attention. Take another cautious step toward the pillar, and all their conversations abruptly stops. The dozens of heads that line the pillar's surface slowly turn to face you in unison. They regard you silently, your breath fetid and moist upon you. I had some questions, pillar. Every head on the pillar's surface speaks at once to make things voice a terrible, burbling sound that bubbles forth, while foul stinging vapors and putrid corruption streams from their mouth. The smell is strong. It shall cross the plains soon, and Bel will come. Smell? What do you mean? The head's eyes turn wetly in their sockets to stare at Falford Grace. Smell, her musk, the Tanari musk, the bittersweet scent carries, and will attract Batisu soon. The Lord Bel will be angry. I see. Heads turn their gaze back to you, though a few still snuffle noisily. If have you questions for us, you had best be quick. A few of the heads squint and gurgle softly. I think they might be laughing at you. As I said before, then I had. Before you can finish, a portion of the pillar trembles as yet another head oozes its way to the surface. After some of the noisome slime has sloughed off, you recognize it as Ferod's. It spits out a mouthful of bloody cysts and croaks. Anna, my darling child, is that you? Da, what you be doing in this place? Well, guess. The other heads remain mostly silent for a time as Ferret speaks. Only a few whisper quietly to themselves, making wicked sidelong glances at Anna and her foster father's head. I was wrong, my dear girl, about the sphere. It wasn't enough, no. And now look where I've ended. I beg of you, lovely Anna, save your poor father. Save me. Oh, please save me. But even as it speaks, Ferret's mewling head begins to sink back into the pillar's core. Anna stares hard at the pillar, eyes narrowed, fist clenched and tail rigid, a mixture of fury and anguish smeared across her trembling face. Truth, I'm glad to see that bastard in there. Father or no, so should you be, Anna. No. Anna, you are right. Anna smirks, spits and turns away from the pile of rotting heads. She shrugs but won't look at you. No matter. Did you love Ferret, Anna? Anna turns, eyes blazing. He was my da. She bares her teeth. I hated him. He only saw in me a way to scarper more bodies. More jink and more junk to line his vault. Anna dear, Anna lass, you're the most precious thing in me vault, he'd lie. And he'd lie. And he was weak of mind and weak of body, and he smelled of corpse rot, and he had all the feelings of a vulture picking at a corpse. Anna's voice lowers, but the fire in her eyes burns brighter. And he was the only one to show me a scrap of kindness. Is that what you wanted to hear, is it? Please now, eh? Enough, bellows the pillar's stinking heads. We tire of your insignificant prattle and would know your business with us. Yeah, questions, of course. The heads shift sluggishly across the face of the pillar, nodding and murmuring before speaking in its ghastly voice. Ask a question of us then, and be prepared to hear our demands. You shall render unto us a service for your answer. Sure. Well, one question or several. Who am I? heads gurgle and croak the reply through rotted lips. We would answer that question for a service. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to give you a service for that. I don't know. No. What's your demand, Pillar? The pillar leans toward you, the eyes of its head narrowing. There is knowledge you possess that we wish for ourselves. Where does the fiend fuel forked tongue reside? Tell us and we shall answer your question. Lie. He is hidden somewhere in the outlands beneath a large mountain. I don't trust them. They're a pile of cursed liars after all. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm not sure I trust them either, or pretty sure I don't. Oh, maybe try lying. Hidden somewhere in the outlands. Pillar of Skulls rears back, its every head sneering down at you. They spit their words at you. Do not presume to lie to us, foolish one. Where is fuel? Tell us and we shall forgive your deceit and answer your question. That didn't work. That didn't work. I won't say what other gifts will you accept. Pillar's heads, save for the hissing of foul vapors issuing from Rancid's rancid surface, remain silent for a time. Finally it answers. There is an object in your possession that we wish for ourselves, the Modron Cube. Give it to us and we shall answer your question. Seriously. Modron Cube. Okay, let's try it. If we mess up, we have a save to go back to. So, okay, here, take it. Toss the cube towards the Pillar of Skulls and a great stinking gash opens within its side to receive it. In moments, the gash is sealed and the cube is gone. Somehow you know forever. Heads gurgle happily, shifting slowly across the pillar's face. The pillar savors your gift for a time, its heads cooing and whispering to one another. And my answer? Not who, what? You have been divided. You are one of many men, one in many men. Each one, whether good or evil, a monster who casts a shadow upon existence. Great answer. Shadow upon its existence.
Updated my journal.
Oh yes. The pillar's heads narrow their eyes and smile grotesquely. Each time you die, mortal, you cast a shadow. Each time you die, another dies in your stead. These shadows, they gather, hungering for you within the fortress of regrets. How many times have you perished, nameless one? How many hundreds, thousands have died because of you? The pillar trembles with wicked glee. Its head Heads pull faces and gurgle mockingly at you. Is that all you have to say, Pillar? Heads abruptly cease their laughter. No, you bear many names. Each has left their scars on your flesh. Go on. Lost One, Immortal One, Incarnation's End, Man of 1,000 deaths, one doomed to life, Restless One, one of many, the one whom life holds prisoner, the Bringer of Shadows, the Wounded One, Misery Bringer, Yemeth. You are as silvered glass that has cracked, shattered, and the pieces scattered across history. Only one piece is of import. Regain that, and your life shall be yours once more. There will be a price. This price will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. I've heard this before, though. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man. Your mortality has been stripped from you, lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Another question. How do I reach the Fortress of Regrets? It's probably the most important question, right? The hands gurgle and croak the reply through rotted lips. We would answer that question for a service. Awesome. What's your demand, Pillar? There is knowledge you possess that we wish for ourselves. Again. He really wants to know. Other gifts will you accept? The Pillar's heads frown, their eyes flickering this way and that. Suddenly they all come to rest on Fall from Grace. She will do, yes. The Denari, give her to us. We will consume her alive, bathe ourselves in her sweet blood. Then we shall answer your question. I can't do that. Other gifts will you accept? The Fiendling, give us the Tiefling girl, yes. We shall tear her apart. Within us, revel in the basking of her sweet fiery blood. No. You have nothing for us, save yourself. Come, Immortal, give us a taste of your undying blood, then we shall answer your question. Crap. Guess I must do that. I wonder what happens if you speak to the Pillar with Mort in your party. Yeah, well, I guess that they're definitely gonna want Mort in that case, right? Very well, I agree to your demands. Approach us then. Yes, come closer. Closer. Yes. The hands seem to draw back within the Pillar as you approach it. Step closer. Though you draw only a single step nearer, you suddenly find yourself much closer to the Pillar's writhing surface than you had imagined. Before you can react, it presses forward into you like a wave of broken bone and rotted worm-infested meat. As a rancid darkness envelops you, the Pillar's head begins to consume you alive. Nice. Fall into darkness. Wow, minus 15 max hit points. Okay. You find yourself standing before the Pillar of Skulls, aching and unsure of what exactly has just happened. What you're certain of, though, is that your body is somehow weaker for whatever ordeal you just suffered through. The grotesque heads leer down at you, grinning and smacking their lips. Pillar saviors your gift for a time, its heads cooing and whispering to one another. And my answer. Already you possess the key and need only the location of the portal that shall lead you there. We know not where the portal lies, but might tell you its key. Regret. Many of the pillar's heads begin to weep and moan. Yes, regret, regret. Regret, I regret I ever taught you. Yes, you must have experienced regret to breach the fortress. Write it upon a piece of your flesh, and your passage through the portal is assured. And the portal will say you don't know where it is. Yes, only 3 have known the way. The first one was you, though you have forgotten. Now the second lies beyond the portal, and shall not emerge. The third one you have already met. They know of your condition, fortress, and your need to reach there, but they shall not help you. Your shield is one forged from the cold metals of lies and deception, a thing you cannot hope to break with mere words. You must do battle with them. Who is it? Heads remain silent for a time, giving you naught but smug smiles. Finally it speaks. You have met the liar, and not for the first time. The liar knows, but did not tell you. A petty betrayal between immortals. Some of the decomposing heads roll their eyes and snicker at you. Good question. Who is it? I wonder. Fuel? It doesn't seem to be that deceptive. Lothar, the Master of Bones, could be. It's quite possible, actually. Ravel lied, but the liar knows, but did not tell you. A petty betrayal between immortals. Is Lothar immortal? Is Ravel immortal? Try us. If I would bet the angel is a betrayer, actually. That would make sense.
Updated my
Trias. Oh yes. Though we know him by his full name, Trias the Betrayer. The pillar shakes with mirth. A pile of rotting heads tottering back and forth as it laughs at your distress. Few of the heads chant mockingly, Betrayer, Betrayer, Trias the Betrayer. But he said he didn't know. Or why would he lie to me? Why would he lie to me? The answer is not ours to give. You must seek him out yourself and ask him. How did he come to know this? Trias exchanged words with you once, long ago, when you knew the way. You spoke your heart in Trias, in the way of all great betrayers listened well, to build your trust. Short the conversation was, though filled with meaning. Meaning and depth is what you seek. 2 separate things they are for a normal man, but for you, one and the same. Guess that's all I want to know, because honestly, if you're gonna take 15 hit points away from me again, I'm gonna cry. Trias, who it called Trias the Betrayer, would know where the portal to the Fortress of Regrets were. So how do I find him? Those who die in such a manner then become creatures of shadow and apparently gather and wait for me at the Fortress of Regrets. Nice. So, quests. Return to Cursed and speak to Trias. Alright. And what did he say? He said something about a portal and obsidian. What was that about? It was Ravel, Forked Tongue. The Fiend also told me how to return from the pillars. Simply find something common to the environment on the plane. And it should bring me back here. It told me to cut my tongue with obsidian, I think. So, I guess we have to find some obsidian and then go back.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk anymore with this thing. Let's recruit more.
I knew you'd be back, Chief. Finally realized you needed me, huh?
Yeah, let's go. The loot maximizer in me really regrets losing the Modron cube. We could have had so much free gold from there. Anyway, not very important, is it? So, is there anything on the map? Well, I would think that's an obsidian rock or something then, so we should... Oh, great. We should be able to find it.
I'm here.
Wow, a bunch of them. Well, you know, consolation loot.
Good as done. Good as done. Good as done. Okay.
So, I don't know, a rock.
Done.
Something.
Done.
Echo, seriously.
It should be done.
Die.
Maximally efficient strike. Damn it.
What's up, Chief? Okay. Good as done.
Scroll chromatic.
I'm gone.
This looks like obsidian rock. But
All right.
I can't pick it up, so...
Done.
Don't remember seeing anything. It's very different.
Time is
I'm gone.
Scrolls I haven't picked up.
Damn.
Affirmative.
see anything.
What's the word, Chief? Okay.
This is good.
I'm gone.
Right, well.
I'm gone.
Whoa. Cornugon. Hope it's not as dangerous as it looks. Target immune to weapon. Damn. Pretty close there.
I'm gone.
10,000 XP though. 2 copper comments, thank you for that. Maybe it was by the pillar, maybe.
Done.
Ah, I'll be
Done.
shy.
I'm gone.
Time to start
I'm gone.
using some spells, maybe. Yeah, for sure.
I hear your words.
That didn't do anything. Okay, so they moved out of range of that spell too, great. No,
Did you see that?
I feel stronger.
spell effect, it was wrong location. Wow.
Seems true.
I'm gone.
Plane, Beator.
All right.
Location, Avernus. Current location, unknown.
Sure, why not? Okay.
Done. I'm gone.
Stop that. Wait, we did level up, did we? Level 15, wow. Ooh, we didn't have our charisma tattoo when we talked to the pillar. That might have changed things around. Let's level up. 3 hit points. More spells, 1 characteristic point. Let's get even more ridiculous constitution, because we lost 15 hit points. What? We don't get any extra hit points? Ah, it's the same. Strength or dex? Let's pump constitution anyway, why not? Look at that healing. Seriously, the regen. Are you seeing this? Wow. I think we are truly immortal now, actually.
Done. I'm gone. I'm gone. All right.
Let's check the pillar again.
Done. I'm gone.
I don't care about those 15 hit points now. My regen is so disgusting, so... Fully healed.
All right.
Awesome. Maybe there's obsidian somewhere here.
Done. Done. All right.
Nope.
I'm gone. All right.
Come on. So the question is, can we rest here? It's too dangerous. Let's see. Okay.
Done.
I knew it. Respawn monsters.
Crossbows cannot harm target.
Crossbows cannot harm target. Let's use some whistling doom bolts, maybe.
Permission to part with that item is denied. Packet dropped. Reprocessing.
Grace, you can not harm.
I, Nordum.
Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
So we checked about most places here, right? Oh, come on. Some stupid fireball trap. Fire as well.
I'm gone. All right.
There's another demon.
I'm gone.
I'm working on this. Can't forget to desecrate. Ready? Why not?
I'm working on this thing. I'm working on this thing.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gone.
What's up?
Darkon, you look a little bit injured. So does Anna. Wolverine will be jealous of that region, yeah. I think so, actually. If we meet some really dangerous enemy, I just send out the nameless one in front and he can tank.
All right.
I don't remember seeing anything that was really, you know, obvious.
Done. Done. I'm gone. All right. Done. Done.
Red Abishai. Seriously. Let's use some spell. Blade Storm. Yeah, let's use Blade Storm, why not?
I will hear you.
Did you see that?
Meantime, we're taking a bunch of damage.
I'm hurt.
Okay. That didn't work because essentially interrupted his spellcasting there. Put him in the back.
Done.
Wow. Close but no cigar there. Embarrassing having to use healing on the name as well. Just because I was trying to get fancy and use spells. Probably just stuck to regular combat. Wow.
All right. Done.
Look at all these slimy lizards. I just wish all my party had regeneration.
Sure, why not?
Maybe we'll get an obsidian blade of some kind a little later if there's nothing in this area.
All right. Done.
Yeah, I don't know if we have to talk to... We have to talk to the pillar again. No. Almost seems like it, right?
Done.
So many beasts, indeed. Yeah. There's no obvious obsidian blade lying about. Check this area. We checked. I think we checked there.
I'm gone.
Check here and there.
All right. Done.
Looks like a cave here, but there is no cave.
Done. Done. All right. Done. I'm gone.
There's nothing. Oop. Okay, there's a cleft in the rocks here. It looks like you might be able to squeeze into it, barely. Wow. Doesn't seem to lead anywhere. You notice the ground here is littered with shards of obsidian. Yes, I've seen shards of obsidian everywhere. I think... okay. Most likely caused by the occasional fireball you've seen streak through the air here, blasting into the great boulders that line the vale. Pick up a shard of obsidian, place it into your mouth and bite it so it cuts your tongue. Let's do that. As a jagged bit of volcanic glass bites into your tongue, there is a strange tingling in your mouth. The area around the cleft in the rocks shimmers and suddenly a portal is there. So this was the way we're supposed to do. Wow. Yeah, just randomly clicking on every part of the map seems to do it most of the time. Let's go. portal, I think, yeah. Whoa. And immediately attacked by Gronks. Okay, so where are we now? Back here, I guess. Look, creatures, you don't drop any loot and you don't give enough XP for me to really care, so why are we doing this then? Okay, so how to get back? I guess we have to talk to Fuel.
I'm gone.
I guess he's very pleased we didn't betray him, I hope.
All right.
Thrice cursed bottle!
Happy as always.
All right.
Fuel fork dung.
So you've returned. And what did the pillar speak of? Did it answer your insipid questions?
I just had a few more questions. He grits his teeth. How may I serve you further? So why are the Baptister chasing you? Fa! They seek to balance their books, to redress wrongs, to ensure that all is set right. My existence, away from their sight, mars the perfection they seek to levy on the face of evil. Perfect logic. Tell me about Trias. That skulking pseudo-child of light, that contemptible... Ah! I mean no harm to him and his treacherous lying, no respect for the law ways. Fa! He's a deceiver, mortal, and you shouldn't trust him in nothing. I mean this, of course, with all due charity and... Forktongue spits on the ground. Kindness. His deception has cost me an eternity. Unless he should die, his toothy grin is surprisingly hopeful. Yeah, you might have some hope, newfound hope there, actually. How do I get out of this crater?
Updated my journal.
Fa! Does this mean that you shall leave me to my solitude once again? Then I proclaim with as much delight as possible that the portal lies under the arse end of this creature's bones. It will return you to that growling hovel town of Cursed from whence you came. I can think of few more befitting ways for you to travel. Indeed. Thanks. I need a place to rest, actually. What? I must endure your presence even longer? Right. Let's rest here. Oh yeah, let's check our spell book to see if we got any more spell slots. We did. Shroud of Shadows, Black Sphere. Actually, no. Confusion. Haven't used the duplication spell yet. Right. So let's check the time. Oh, it's actually it's actually the time to end the stream for today, I think. Been going for 4 hours now.
I've had enough of you and her. Go on, travel with her then if you like her company. I'll have nothing more to do with you.
Anna, look, we should...
Well, don't you Anna look me, you black-hearted harlot. I'll carve you so I will. Always putting on your airs with your fine clothes and your nose up in the air. I've had enough of you. You can burn for all I care.
Great.
Thrice cursed bottle.
Done.
Oh, awesome. Anna leaves the party. Well, I don't have time to resolve this little dispute right now, so I'm going to save here. and hopefully me and Anna can work it out tomorrow morning. So I'll be back streaming tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. Universal Coordinate Time. And yeah, that will be the last stream for this week, and then I will get at least a stream in on Monday. Good cliffhanger, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. She sounded pretty pissed. See if we can convince her to come along with the party again. But yeah, on Monday I'll get at least one stream in, and then I think, yeah, then it's Christmas, right? So I don't think I'll be able to stream again until the 27th. After that, but I'll look it up a bit and then I'll get back to you. So thanks for joining me today for Planescape Torment. Hope to see you tomorrow. If you like the content, please check it out on YouTube as well. Lots more stuff there from previous sessions. And yeah, just stop by tomorrow. I'll see you then. So I hope you have a really good day, and this is JSP Games signing out for today. See ya!